It came as good news for Guyanese fishermen who ply their trade along the Corentyne River, which Guyana shares with Suriname when the two presidents announced a new licensing arrangement in August 2021. By January 2022, some 150 fishermen from across Guyana's Corentyne Berbice area will be provided with fishing license which will be issued and paid for in Suriname. Though seen as an improvement to the years of harassment faced and high cost paid via a third party arrangement for license, almost 300 more registered Guyanese fishermen from along the Corentyne will remain unlicensed. This is according to Vice Chairman of the Private Sector Commission and President of the Upper Corentyne Chamber of Commerce, Krishnan Jaichand. He was providing an update on a meeting earlier this week between Vice President Bar Jagdeo, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa, and dozens of fisherfolks. Jaichand said he hopes that the license will be issued promptly by January 1, 2022, because that is when the current license expire. Any delay will likely see fishing activity in the region grinding to a halt. But more importantly, Jaichan said the government must move quickly to address the plight now faced by an additional 250 to 300 fishermen who will not receive a license in January.
I'm quite sure that the government have the stats how much boat is registered, because you're not looking at number 66 fishery alone, yeah? You're looking at the entire quarantine area.
Jaichan said as recently as 2 weeks ago he was forced to bring to the attention of President Irfan Ali and the private sector the detaining of a crew of Guyanese fishermen in Suriname.
The guys actually got loose last week. They just loosed them in Nigeria. To get someone to interpret exactly what the documentation says if they have to return back to court. I was told by the captain of the boat that they're asking for a fine of 1.2 million when the boat and the engine only value 600,000.
To this end, Jaichan said drastic action is needed by the Guyanese authorities to address the situation.
Now, there's a challenge for the quarantine, and I believe something might have to be done drastically, because even the fishermen wants to fishing in Guyana's water and they live, let's say, in Crabbo Creek, they have to use the Corentyne River to come back. And if they have catches of fishes, I'm not quite sure how they were able to convince the Suriname authorities. They wouldn't believe what they're saying, and they will take them straight back into the lockup. So I believe this is an urgent issue, need to be dealt with also.
During a visit to the Corentyne in April, Jaichan had explained that Guyanese fishermen operating along the Corentyne have to pay some US $3,000 to fish under an illegal third-party arrangement with a licensed fishing company in Suriname. He said then that even when the fish is caught, it has to go to Suriname first and the rejected catch is then sent to Guyana. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.